Okay, so here we are in my doc. I'm going to switch it to English. I'm going to log in. If you click on courses and materials at the top, okay, the courses and materials tab, you're going to have your classes over here on the left side, whatever you're teaching. You've also got a whole bunch of things, hopefully not as many as I have, but you probably have a whole bunch of things, my organizations over here. I don't want to get into all the other stuff that's useful here, but just to explain how I'm going to teach the class, basically. So let's go to my IELTS class again. Yeah, this one. Okay. So I've clicked on the name of the class on the left side, and now I'm inside where the announcements are. Let me go to course content. Okay. Again, on the menu on the left side, course content. So basically, I've created a folder to keep that important information right at the top. So I'm calling it, in this case, before we get started. And I've written a little message. Dear students, my name is John Racine, and I'm your instructor for the IELTS preparation class, Advanced Test Taking Strategies. This folder contains important information about our class. Please check it regularly. And if they click on that, they'll see stuff like the syllabus. They would have that information about the textbook, anything else I need them to know right from the beginning, okay? And I'll keep it there for the whole semester so they can get at it anytime, okay? Now, again, I'm just gonna step back a bit. So I'm back in course content. You can see I've got another folder for the sound files. So they've got everything they need. So if I say, okay, for homework, please listen to track whatever, they've got it there. They can come back here and I can explain how to get to it if they don't know how, if they haven't used my doc very much. And later I'll have assignments in here. I've made the folder already, but as you can see, item is hidden from students. This is just so I know what I'm gonna do, right? Now what I plan to do, how this becomes the base for my class, I'll go back to build content. I'm gonna make another folder. So I clicked on content folder. I'm going to give it a name. I'm going to call it week 1. I'm not going to give it any description or anything. I think it's pretty obvious that this is going to be about their first week of class. I'm going to let them see it, permit users to view it. If you want, you can track the number of views. Later, you can check on that. And actually, I can't see what I have to do because you guys got your head right where the command is. So I'm going to move it over here. Okay. And so I'm going to submit that. And basically, I just created a new folder at the bottom, okay? Week 1. If, and I can do that as many times as I want, right? Build content, content folder. This one's going to be called week 2. I'll submit that one. And now this is basically the hub for everything we do in their class. So I've got the important information at the beginning, and then I'm going to have the important files that they're going to need to access every week. And then below that, I can move this down. You can move these around very easily. I'll have a list for every week of the class. And inside that folder, I will have either files I want them to look at, or I'll have instructions on for what I want them to do, or when I want them to come online to have a Zoom session, something like that. Does that make sense? That this is kind of where the class information is shared? Okay, now I want to go back and show one more time, not only how to make the folders, but to add content to the folders. So we're going to go back to my IELTS class again. And okay. Course content. Here's the folders I made, right? I'll have one for every week with instructions on what to do. So in the before we get started one, where I'm going to keep all the important information at the top of the page, I'm going to click on this. So I'm inside the folder. There's the syllabus I sent them earlier. I also want them to have that information about the textbook with the URL they can click on if they don't have it yet. So I'm going to go to build content, and I'm going to file, because I've already made up this. Okay, build content file. I've already made the file. And I'm not going to type anything in there. I'm just going to browse my computer to see if I can find what I made already. And IELTS. That's not it. These are my files, right? Before starting, textbook information. And that's my Tuesday third class, maybe? No, Tuesday second. I should check that first, but Tuesday 3rd. Okay, that's it. Okay, Tuesday 3rd, there's the textbook information that I already wrote out, and I've already sent it out on Porta 2, but I want to keep it here so they can access it anytime as well. So I'm opening that. You can see the title of your file here, and the title you want them to have, you can put up here. So I'm just going to call it textbooks because they know it's for this class because I'm adding it. You can see I'm in their class folders right now in their course content. So I'm just going to call it textbooks. And when they click on it, it will open in a new window. Basically, it'll look like a page, a Word file. That's not important. The alignment, yes, I'll allow them to use it, to view it. Just in case, I'll keep track of how many people look at it. And I'll click submit at the bottom. And there you have it. So now up
Actually,
in my...
John, that's not how many people look at it. That's how many times it was looked at. It may be looked at by a few number of people many, many times. Yeah.
That's right. Yeah. So you might see that, Shota looked at it 10 times and you got 20, you got 20 views, but it was only 2 people that watched it. But it'll tell you that if you look for a report later. So again, now we're in my before we get started folder, and now I got 2 things in there. I got their syllabus and their textbook information. And if I just want to confirm that I did that correctly, I'll click on this just like the students would, and there's that information that I already prepared for them. Okay, you'll need this textbook. If you don't have it, use this URL and this password, and you can view the first couple of chapters. Okay, important information for them at the beginning of the year.